Hello, everyone, or welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Wiss, and I am joined here by my very good roleplay buddy.
Heartless, and I will be playing Gille Trebble.
And, I suppose, do we want to do a little bit of a recap, Heart, or do we want to get into this with no preamble?
I think the only preamble we should say is this is directly involving the events of Eat Your Heart Out.
Oh yeah, we're definitely in spoiler town here if you haven't listened to that.
If you haven't listened to that, you're in spoiler town. If you don't like spoilers, this is where you probably should leave and go listen to that. But if you do like spoilers or you don't care, hello, hi, how are you doing?
We're happy to have you. So it has been in universe about a week since the events of Eat Your Heart Out. It is a Friday. How about we open the scene on Gil? How's he today?
He's, well, he woke up today and he got out of bed, and that's a good sign, except he's been pacing all day, mumbling to himself, trying to think of, the best way to go about something.
Did he eat? Or is he just, like, in that mood?
He's in that mood, so no, he did not eat unless Marcel came in and forced the food into his mouth. Which,
not outside
looking at Marcel, yeah, since it's, no, it depends if Marcel went to work today.
Well, it is a Friday. It is a Friday,
yeah.
So the chances are pretty good Marcel's gone to work. But because Gil's not been out of his room thus far, the passage of time kind of gets away from him a little bit, and it's about lunchtime. And just to kick things off, I will get you to roll me a perception, please.
Cool. I love rolling perception. I get a +1 to that because I have my glasses on. Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay, that's an 18. Fantastic. As you're doing your pacing and you're mumbling, you catch ever so slightly the sound of the door to the main part of your wing of the apartment open and close.
Pause, because Sandy, if you're coming in here to just, I don't know, make me eat something, I'm fine, okay? I need to figure this out by myself. It's alright, Sandy, you can go back to whatever you were doing. And he turns around and starts pacing again.
There is no reply, which I'm not sure is Gil in the state of mind to notice that is not what Sandy would do if it was her.
No, he is not. I just rolled a wisdom save. Yeah, that's an 8 for his wisdom save. So no, he's not in the state of mind to realize that that's not normal Sandy behavior to just not reply or go, okay, and go back outside.
Yeah. Okay, so you continue your pacing for a short minute, and then you can hear something else. It sounds almost like maybe a flute or a bird call, and it starts very quietly and then gets louder with an echo. And then your eyes start getting very heavy.
And Gil immediately falls to the floor. And yes, he was wearing his armor. And his glasses fall off of his face, because that's fun.
Yeah, he falls. And when Gil opens his eyes next, it is dark. He cannot move his arms. They're pinned to his sides by something. And there is a very low, steady sound of violin coming from somewhere.
So, first off, he's probably going to rock, I assume he's tied to a chair now, rock the chair back and forth, trying to, pull himself out of whatever is keeping his arms.
Well, he's not actually. He can rock back and forth, but he'll discover that he's actually sitting on the floor.
Oh.
And he's like propped up against something. It might be like the wall or something, but his arms is still pinned to his sides.
Well, this is certainly new.
And the violin in the background gets a little bit louder. And then, even without a perception or anything, there is another noise that Gil can hear from somewhere in front of him. And it sounds an awful lot like a
sipping noise?
Yes.
Right.
That Foley was accurate.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Go for it.
Good old -2. Because Gil can't see, so he doesn't have his glasses. Oh, wonderful. That's 15 -2.
Okay, well, 13, that'll do. So it's dark, but it's not like pitch. It's like just all the lights have been turned off. And ahead of him, Gil can make out a person's shape sitting on a chair, presumably with a cup of tea in his hands. And looks kind of bluish.
Hello?
Good afternoon, Gil.
Chiefly?
You don't recognize me? Surprising.
You know, it's kind of dark in here. And I didn't expect this.
No, you didn't. But you should have.
Gil's looking around for a camera to look at because, like...
Jeffley gets up from his chair and walks over, and there is a little bit of a rustle, and I'm going to roll him a dex to try and not jab Gil in the face, putting his glasses back on. I was going to use my clicky clack dice, and then I lost my train of thought. Okay, 16. I reckon he could get Gil's glasses on without jabbing him in the eye.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, it's easy enough to do.
Mm-hmm.
Gil blinks for a few moments, and things come more into focus, because now he can see.
Mm-hmm. There is still a very low, it's like quiet, and at the very bottom of the register, that violin is still playing in the background somewhere. And you may want to roll an insight on Mr. Ford.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I expected. That's a 7.
That's a 7. Okay, well.
So, Gil's going to just sit there and blink, and then get very confused at Chifley. Okay, you might want to fill me in.
Really? Can't
Yes.
even guess why I might be here.
I don't know.
Chifley's going to stand up, and he's got his staff out, and he's going to put the tip of it at Gil's chest.
Gonna stab me?
No. That wouldn't help. It wouldn't be what he would want.
Gil wrinkles his eyebrows, looks down at the spear, looks up at Chifley, and then raises one eyebrow like, what?
I have a bone to pick with you, Gille Trebble.
A lot of people do.
Some more justified than others, I am sure. How is Bondlock doing?
Bondlock's fine. Gave him back his heart. Last I saw him, he had hands. Fancy that.
Good. All's well that ends well, Gil?
Gil just kind of tilts his head to the side and... Can I make another insight roll?
You may.
I'm gonna use different dice. Let's see if Gil can figure it out. That's even worse. Gil's not reading a situation correctly.
Nope. No.
Except he knows there's a spear pointed at his chest.
Yeah. Yeah. Chifley just sort of looks at Gil expectantly for a bit and then lowers the spear slightly. You have no idea what you did, do you?
I don't know what I did to you.
To me, I am not the important part here.
Why? Why are you here?
Because you have done something to someone very important to me. And it doesn't sit well with me. And it seems as though you have no idea what you've even done. I am here, Gil, because of what you've done to Sammy.
Gil dryly swallows. Kinda just nods. Yeah. That follows.
So you do know.
I'm not an idiot.
Really? Because where I stand, you seem like the biggest idiot I know.
It's my hair and my ego.
Gil, you broke him.
Gil closes his eyes.
I have watched all week. His shading has stayed blue and purple. And he has had nightmares constantly, Gil. I am a healer, but my magic does nothing for him. It does nothing for a shattered soul.
Gil opens his eyes again and narrowed them at Shifley. So what do you hope to gain from doing this?
I'm not going to do you in. Because that would make things worse.
Good, because, you know, I've never actually died, but becoming erased from existence is much worse. Feels much worse. Feels almost like dying, but much worse. So I couldn't imagine what feeling like I'm dying actually feels like.
Well, maybe you never have to. But from where I have watched Gil, he is devastated, and that does not sit well. And I am here because you need to do something about it.
I was going to. Before you interrupted me.
Really?
Yes.
And what were you going to do?
Now, I heard somewhere that I should apologize.
Chifley just sort of arches a brow at him.
What?
That's a good start. I don't understand it, Gil. You... That was not what we expected of you.
Really shouldn't expect anything of someone who's claimed up and down to be a villain, a bad guy.
A bad guy.
Yeah. I'm the bad guy. Have been. For a really long time.
The last time we were both here, you untied me because I asked you to. That's not what a bad guy would do. You're a jerk. But I thought that you were at least capable of thinking.
We'd been riding all night in the rain. I was expecting someone to come after us to try to take him back. And then you guys showed up with my ex-nemesis, who somehow claims to have still cared about me. I was already at the breaking point, and that just set me off. I've never been that angry before in my entire life. Do you think I was actually thinking right then?
Evidently not. And you weren't thinking earlier either. Who else would they send, Gil? You signed your note with your name. Who else would they send but the one who is publicly your nemesis?
I don't know, they sent a couple of people after me when I was much younger who weren't Jay.
You aren't a child anymore. Things aren't that simple.
Things aren't ever simple.
Gil, you literally went red with a rage that defies reason. You turned your sword on us, on Jay, on me, on Sammy. If you had attacked me instead of Jay, my sister would have had no one left.
Gil swallows again. And just kind of looks away.
I know how it looked, Gil.
His left hand tries to move, but it's stuck against his side.
I'm happy for Gil to notice that he's just been rolled up in a bedsheet.
Gil hasn't noticed yet. All he knows is he's tied up. Mm-hmm. Can't move his arms, which means he can't cast Misty Step. Mm-hmm.
Why would we have been there, Gil? Have a think.
I've been thinking about that a lot after, which unfortunately is what happens.
And did you come up with an answer?
Yeah, it's because I'm a dumbass. I didn't tell you guys to stay out of it.
And that's only part of it still. Yes, you're a dumbass. We were there for not Bondlock, but for you. all three of us were worried about you. And that is why we were there. We could have stopped. We could have abandoned that mission. But we kept following you. Because we wanted to make sure that you were all right.
I don't need anyone's help. Gotta roll for damage. Here it is, guys! That was 4! He takes max damage, and he, after he says that, he flinches.
I'm gonna roll a perception to see if Chiefly notices that. Actually, where's his angry dice? This one. That's 16 plus his perception, which is a 5. Okay, Chipley's gonna just sort of arch a brow. He'll tilt his head to one side slightly. You had an accomplice. So it doesn't seem as though you didn't need anyone's help.
Oh, I really didn't need her help. I'm gonna roll again! Because this is just the way it is. Wait, is it a D4? Yes, it's another D4. Okay, cool.
Shit.
This time his line work starts jittering.
It's gonna make Chiffley stop.
I just brought her along because I needed to be in 2 places at once, and I couldn't ask Psychopomp.
Gil. What is going on?
Remember how I was just talking earlier about being erased from reality? I think that's probably happening again. Because I'm a dumbass.
The violin in the background has gone very quiet. And Chiffley's going to put his spear down and go and sit on the floor next to Gil. Or in front of Gil.
Mm-hmm.
Your line art is shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Chiffley's a little bit stunned, actually.
God, fuck retrospect. Fuck that fucking damn upstart fuck. I don't want her stupid fucking lessons.
I don't have context for this tantrum. But you distinctly seem to be in pain. And Chiffley's going to reach out and cast Cure Wounds, because he doesn't really know what else to do. Oh, nice!
Yeah,
That's an 8.
Unfortunately, he cast Cure Wounds, and nothing seems to get better.
Well, that's upsetting, given as he rolled an 8 on a D8.
I mean, I think maybe he heals a little bit, but it...
Yeah.
Gil doesn't get better. is the important part.
Oh, he's not happy about that. What is this? What is this?
Where'd your anger go? You were angry, right?
I'm still angry. But I will not let that stop me from thinking properly, Gil. What helps this?
I don't need help! Goddamn. And he, flinches again.
Mm.
It's 1. I gotta roll a con save. So bear with me here, folks.
Gil, please.
Huh. Okay. God is +4. I'm gonna do it at disadvantage, because I'm not satisfied. Okay, dice. Fine. So it's either a 14 or a 24.
Oh, I
So rolled a 10 and a nat 20, which both of those pass.
Oh boy.
And his color starts going wub, 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 and going outside of his lines and showing his line work underneath. You know,
that's upsetting.
sketch.
That's upsetting.
That's very upsetting.
That's very upsetting. And Chifley sort of starts spitting out Grawlix and starts pulling at the bed sheet that he'd wrapped around you as a means to tie you up. Damn it. You may not want my help, but you seem like you need it because you're not making this any better.
As soon as Chifley gets the bedsheet away, Gil reaches up and starts pressing against his chest and pounding on it.
Gil. Please. Let me help.
I don't need it. And he falls over.
Oh, fuck.
That's D6. Okay, that's not too bad. What is it, 2? Two then. And he's now collapsed to the floor.
Okay. Chifley has no ideas, so he's just gonna cast Cure Wounds again. He has no idea what else to do. He's just okay. I just rolled another 8. Great. God, I wish that did something useful. I know that it doesn't help, but
technically it heals his hit points back to full, but his color is starting to drain out of him, and his sketch is a lot more visible right now.
Shit, I can see your sketch, Gil. Do you want me to just leave you on the floor? If you don't want my help, I won't give it, but
supposed to be angry at? He mumbles into the floor because he can't get up.
It's very hard to be angry at someone who is falling apart on the floor. If you want me to be angry, you could stop falling apart again. Then we can go back to the way it was before if you like.
What? Can you pick me up, please? I can't hear you.
Okay. What's Jiffley's idea?
Or at least roll me over.
Okay, I'm gonna roll his strength and see how we do. Oh, good. That's an 18 minus 2, so that's still 16. So that's all right.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that works. I reckon he manages to sit him up, but he doesn't let go once he's there. It's just like.
What did you say?
Forget it.
No, what did you say?
I said I can't be angry at someone literally falling apart on the floor. And if you really want me to be angry, stop this.
I'm gonna roll insight, but that's a disadvantage. Wow, that's a nat 1.
Can't get much worse than that.
No. So, Gil just blinks, stare. You can almost see the visible dot above his head.
Jiffley's just sort of staring right back at him, still holding onto his shoulders.
Why do you want to... Why does... To help me? I don't get it.
Because, much as I have spent the last week more angry than I have ever been in my life, I know that he still cares about you, and I still care about you. You doofus.
You do?
Yeah.
What?
Anger isn't rational, Gil, and I think you know that better than anyone right now. I never intended to hurt you coming here. I was just angry and wanted to be certain that you knew how badly you had hurt him.
Would he want anything? Why would you want anything to do with me?
Because you're our friend. You literally saved my life at least once, if you remember.
I'd think Bob. He's the one who cured you. Only thing I did was try to fucking tear apart those creatures.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, after we were here last, and we went and had lunch, that was fun. Very fun. Did you enjoy that as much as I did?
Yes.
I was hoping we could have more lunches like that. And I was furious. But I don't hate you, Gil. If you had no remorse for what you had done, for how badly you hurt him, for how, quite frankly, there was a non-zero chance of you literally killing me, then maybe.
Chifley. Hey, Chifley.
What? What?
To fix this, you have to physically pull me together and talk about memories with me. Remind the universe I should exist.
Chifley's not even going to hesitate. He is going to wrap his arms all the way around Gil and hold him very tightly. I'm afraid we don't have a lot of memories to draw on here.
Doesn't take very much.
Well, I do remember very clearly watching my sister take your hand and lead you around the Animus market. I will not pretend that I did not notice her helping you steal things from those stalls.
And Gil's color starts settling back in. And he moves and kind of leans a little more against you. Keep going.
You left us at the train station, and I didn't see you again until you brought me here. Goodness, I didn't even recognize you before. Your mask is very good. Very good mask.
I actually, I covered myself in blue paint, but,
Oh, it was paint.
It's paint. Between Animus and when I kidnapped you, I went through a redesign.
There would have been no hope at recognizing you if it hadn't been for you telling me. I never paid you back for winding me when you tackled me in my living room. That was one hell of a first impression, Gil.
I never do anything halfway.
Well, hopefully, thankfully, some things you do. Whatever this is would be less than ideal to go all the way, don't you think?
I don't think I've quite gone all the way yet.
Thank the heavens for small mercies. You've changed the traps since then.
Yeah, I have to. Why wouldn't I?
I could offer some suggestions. I mean, I was able to get through them without setting any off, so...
Ugh. Damn it. I better up my game then.
You know, it's a shame that I was so angry coming here today. I probably would have been able to get you with the joy buzzer instead this time.
Oh, I was certainly distracted enough. His line work stops moving.
That is one hell of a something. Illness, affliction, disability, what is that, Gil?
So this upstart goddess stabbed me through the chest with a fancy sword. And I was fading from existence. It left a scar.
Chiefly lifts a hand and gently touches his fingers to Gil's chest.
Right there.
And so you now just randomly start falling out of the world?
It's not random.
It's not.
Remember how I was grumbling about fucking lesson? Has to do with what I say. I ain't gonna say it again. That sounds like a bad idea right now.
Yeah, let's I only have like one other thing that I could say is a memory. So I don't yeah, let's not do that again. You frightened me. You really are stubborn, though, aren't you?
If you talked more with Jay, you would have known that.
I would, honestly, rather talk to you. Chifley doesn't seem angry anymore, just tired.
And Gil just opens his mouth, closes it, and he opens his mouth and closes it. He doesn't know what to say, so that's all you're getting. there.
There's a quiet, and then Chifley just sort of leans against Gil a little bit. You really frightened us all.
I'm sorry.
And there is an exceedingly loud crash as someone has finally entered the hallway that leads to the wing.
Oh,
That's not Sandy.
There's floor crashing, things audibly flying, traps being set off right and left, and finally the door crashes open, and Sammy is standing there covered in everything that Gil had set up, like
spiders and glitter, and there's like a couple of mouse traps hanging off him.
And you guys don't have to roll for this particular bit. Sammy's not dressed in his normal outfit. His hair is down, and he is wearing a gray nightgown with rainbow edging around it, and he just is breathing very heavily with purple shading as that like quickly fades to like a more sedate purple as he stares at the both of you.
Who are still on the floor. Chifley's probably still hugging Gil, and Gil's just kind of leaning against him, and Gil just looks up, blinks at Sammy, and goes, "You're in your pajamas."
Yeah, I'm in my pajamas. Chifley's
gonna...
you just woken me up, please?
Chifley's gonna let go of Gil and just sort of hold on to his shoulders a little bit, make sure he's not gonna fall over if he lets go.
I can sit up now. It's fine.
Okay. And then he's just gonna stand up and head over to Sammy.
Hey Wiz, what was that 18 plus 7 for?
Oh, that was for a whiz save when Sammy was bursting down the corridor. But he's fine.
Okay, if either of you would like to roll perception, please go ahead right now, because you're seeing Sammy for the first time.
I do that at disadvantage right now because I am exhausted. Oh, great. I rolled 2 nat ones.
Oh, God. Well done, you. What's my perception? Plus 5. No, that's a 17.
Dice parser. Not dice parser. My dice said, you get a 1. Good day, sir.
Okay, Chifley, you notice this right away. Sammy is exhausted. And you thought he was doing better earlier in the week, but no, he hasn't been doing any better at all. And he's looking at both of you, and there's clear relief on his face, but he's so tired. He is so tired. He's still in his pajamas.
Chifley's gonna get up and wander over to Sammy and gently reach a hand up just to very gently touch his fingertips to Sammy's cheek. Did you run all the way here?
Yeah, I didn't know what you were gonna do. I didn't want you to hurt him.
Gil slowly gets up from the floor, holds up the fingers, says, I hurt myself.
Sammy just kind of closes his eyes and is just like, Gil. He is so tired. He is so tired, and he's just like...
Chifley's just gonna give Gil a look. Gil.
Oh, right. Sorry, that makes me really fucking exhausted when I do that.
Well,
Did you
He
do it
reaches up
again?
and, starts rubbing at his eye, touching up his glasses, rubbing at his eye. I'm a dumbass. I need to talk to you, Sammy.
Sammy just kind of turns to look at Chifley, and he just is like, can I talk to him alone, Chiff? And his voice is incredibly quiet. I need to talk to him. Please. I need to... Can I talk to him alone?
there is distinct hesitation from Chifley. But
Chiff,
he nods.
please. Briefly, Sammy just kind of rests his forehead against Chifley's shoulders and just kind of is like, thank you. Thanks, Chiff. Thank you for not hurting him.
Can we turn the light on now?
I
It
was
is kind of dark.
I was trying to set a mood.
You did very well, and Gil starts clapping. I applaud your effort.
And when Gil and I talked about flipping the script, we didn't mean for you to...
Chifley's just going to tilt his head to one side. He doesn't know what you're talking about.
I did mention that, didn't I?
And I think for
That's
this...
where we must cut.
Yeah, that's where we leave off at this particular little FPS. For those of you who are here with us live, we're going to take a little break now before we jump back in for part 2. If you're watching this on YouTube, you got to keep an eye out for the next installment of, well, whatever this is.
Yes. Look out for broken heart syndrome.
Yep. Thank you all for coming.
Short break and then we resume. Bye.
Bye.